mind. But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door.
Alright, you're getting somewhere. A big game or two here could get some people talking. I'll let you later.
You inside yet?
I just walked in. This place, bro, it's legit.
You earned it, my man. Congratulations. There's a lot for you to take in.
Yeah, but I can already tell you picked me a winner here, bro.
Hey, it's what I do. Gotta make sure my guy's properly taken care of.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ready? 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 Set up! Set up! Set! Go! Here we go, here we go! Huh.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, tricks on them still new.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He was excellent a week ago, turning his catches into nearly 180 yards. It's the Colts and the Titans, and it's kicking off next on Madden.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
Throwing on first down, Butler. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first and 10, Butler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Butler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or a 17-game schedule. Now they will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Uses the stiff arm. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Butler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting about offensive coordinator. Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him a first down. Seven, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Butler. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Butler. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive, Butler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there at a 1st down. Back to throw. Butler. And he's got his man here, Beasley. Touchdown! Cole Beasley, 40 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. But he's done everything right so far in this first half. 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs. As his guys will start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Butler buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Butler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Butler. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw from his end zone, Butler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Butler. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Looking to throw. Butler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from the yard line. These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there. Even though we're still just 2 in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
50 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. Gets past one man and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10, Taylor now. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side has to guide them to this late lead.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Yeah.
The guy's been working really hard trying to improve. Looks like all that extra work is paying dividends.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark.
Ready? Go!
a chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even...
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see last season's touchdown leader, Jonathan Taylor. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis and CD. You look at the Colts. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw. Butler dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from the 20. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly rarity for all but an elite couple of quarterbacks in this league to have a 100-yard day on the ground. Heck, even running backs don't hit the mark as often as they used to. Nice to see them keep calling his number once they saw he was in line for a special game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Looking to throw. Butler. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. To throw on second down, Butler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
On first down, Butler on the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Butler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Butler. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Butler. And this one's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it.
Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then some...
Here we go,
The final shot before break. Butler fights through it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start in the AFC South, a division matchup between Tennessee and Houston. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Colts, you take a look at what their quarterback was able to do running the football. And it's so far so good through 2 quarters as his guys are out in front.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing to start the drive. Butler. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he's going to be brought down. at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on first down. Butler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes for the score. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Throwing to start the drive. Butler. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Butler. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. They go play action here on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Looking to throw. Butler steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Butler. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Butler. There's the stiff arm. Give him a couple on the scramble and 2nd down. Looking to throw. Butler steps away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. This offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So the Colts now down by a field goal, just over 2 minutes to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they...
Okay, ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Butler. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Let's go now.
To throw again. Butler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 53 yards. And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done. And the Colts getting ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now again to Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Colts, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through. Something about Ben's looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give it a spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quit the poppin'.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same.